sure all of you are at least somewhat familiar with Naruto and its 27 octoquintillion episodes by now. The premise is simple. Magic and ninjas exist. Enough said, really. You wouldn't really expect a show like this to introduce something too weird or out of the ordinary, but here we are. For a series that's so ready and willing to explain the backstory behind every little thing and almost every single character, I never would have expected the staff to pull a concept as out of nowhere and off the wall as a robot attacks the hidden leaf village. It just sorta happens. End of story. Naruto is already pretty infamous for the insane amount of filler episodes it has, and people usually just skip them to get back to the main plot. However, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Mecha Naruto, seeing as it's right in the middle of the last arc of the series. So a normal Crunchyroll goer might just be watching the show normally, and when they get to the directive to take the Nine Tails, they'll think, oh man, something big is gonna happen. So imagine their confusion when they find out it's a flashback episode a few minutes in, and then finally see Mecha Naruto in all its glory halfway through. These two episodes are as out of place in the show's narrative as Mecha Naruto is himself. I wonder if that was intentional. I sure do hope so, since this episode is essentially just one big troll by the staff on the fans. The Directive to Take the Nine Tails is a title that sounds like it's related to the main plot, given that this is in the middle of the Ten Tails arc, and then the first 10 minutes open up with characters doing their training to sort of set this up as a normal episode, but then Mecha Naruto shows up and the remaining 30 minutes just becomes this over-the-top insane trip, where things happen for no reason and frankly impossible things happen too. Speaking of which, we should probably get into that. So the episode begins with Orochimaru in his lab, trying to Frankenstein something alive, and after Orochimaru succeeds in doing so, the thing proceeds to thank him by blowing up his hideout. Then the Akatsuki discover the wreckage, find Orochimaru's creation in the rubble, and decide to utilize it for themselves after fixing it up using Pain's mouth thing. You know, that thing. And it's sent to the Hidden Leaf Village with orders to take the Nine Tails. So far, pretty standard stuff. Then when it makes it to the Leaf Village, Naruto appears to confront the thing. It takes off its cloak, and...
I have several questions.
First of all, why does the robot look like Naruto? Did Orochimaru initially design it that way, or did the Akatsuki make it look that way when they revitalized it? Orochimaru recognized the robot as his creation later in the story, so maybe he did design it that way. To which I have to ask, why? Did Orochimaru just think that would look super cool or something? Usually the reason that a robot duplicate of a character looks like said character is because they're trying to impersonate them. But here, the robot just wants to fight Naruto, not impersonate him, and it arrives to the Leaf Village in a cloak and starts beating people up so no one would even guess that that was Naruto. Orochimaru pretty much just dressed it up like that for no reason. That'd be like if they painted flags and stuff on the atomic bomb, like was that a necessary step in this process? Also, when Mecha Naruto appears, the characters actually use the word mecha to describe it, which is confusing on so many levels. First of all, Naruto takes place in a world without very advanced technology, likely because there would be no need for it due to, you know, magic. These people don't even have iPhones yet, but Orochimaru is able to build robots far more advanced than what we have now. Secondly, if the characters know what a mechanical thing looks like, then does that mean there are other robots in this world? Fictional or no? Since the kinds of language ordinary people use in fantastical worlds are key elements of the world's world building, dialogue is often the greatest tool in making a world feel real. Like in Bravest Warriors, which takes place 1,000 years into the future where aliens exist, and so there's a lot of weird future slang.
Ah, the plant saliva pee-weaseled right through to my slapsies!
Or like in The Invention of Lying, which is a movie where lying doesn't exist, and so the words lie and true don't exist either because they never would have been invented in the movie's universe.
I said something that wasn't. What's the word for it? There isn't a word for it. Of course there isn't. I invented it.
The use of mecha here is just confusing. How do they know what mecha is? Robots probably didn't even exist in this world until now. But whatever, I guess. I shall call him Mecha-me. After the robot is revealed, Naruto attempts to re-engage, but gets caught off guard when the robot starts to suck his big, chakra, and so he flees underground with Kakashi and Yamato-sensei. Let me at him, Kakashi-sensei, otherwise the village will destroyed. 10 out of 10, great translation. Did I mention this is the official sub on Crunchyroll? Would it have been so hard to just add a B in there? While Naruto is in the tunnel, Mecha Naruto starts blindly attacking things. Hey wait, why is the sky red all of a sudden? It was blue not 2 minutes ago. Where did all those clouds come from? Why does it look like we were transported to Planet Heck? While the gang tries to escape the 16-bit era, Kakashi-sensei tells Naruto that there's no way he can beat the robot, and that their only option is to run. Okay, but then what? Is the plan to just run away forever? How do you propose we even take that thing down, Kakashi? Oh look, the sky's blue again. No wait, it's cloudy again. In this scene with Lady Tsunade, it's revealed to Naruto that the robot plans to suck out the Nine-Tails chakra and capture that Nine-Tails, which we already knew by the way. Didn't this episode begin with the Akatsuki giving the robot the mission to capture the Nine-Tails? It's like they're just telling us this again to fill up the runtime. Filler content in a filler episode, isn't that something?
ナルトの代わりの器か。ご丁寧にナルトに似せて作るとは。
Wait, so did Orochimaru just make it look like that to piss Naruto off? Not only is that thing hunting Naruto, it's trolling him too. Look at all the destruction. This is your fault, Naruto. Me, but I just live here. I don't care, get the frick out of my country. So Naruto is sent away with hopes of luring the robot out of the Leaf Village and then taking it out. But once again, there doesn't seem to be any kind of plan for how they're gonna do that. We all saw how bad it was beating everybody on its own when it entered the Leaf Village, right? I wasn't just imagining that. But don't worry, Shikamaru, Choji, Neji, and Kiba are here to help. Whoa guys, fix your posture. Also, how long have you been standing there? Better question, how did Naruto not see you guys when he entered the room? Before the palanquin was raised up, Naruto was looking straight ahead at the waterfall that you guys were standing in front of, right? So either Naruto was just so enamored with the palanquin, which hadn't been raised yet, that he didn't notice, or Shikamaru and crew pulled off some ninja hijinks to make a big dramatic entrance for literally no reason. What is this? We're not even at the super crazy stuff yet! Well anyway, the gang bursts through the waterfall and also Shino is following them because he doesn't like being left behind. I guess he didn't get the memo about the big, pointless, dramatic entrance Shikamaru was planning. Anyway, Mecha Naruto starts tailing the palanquin, fires a missile at it, and... Wait. A missile?! Did Orochimaru just invent missiles too? Does he not realize the potential he has in the war industry? He must be so blinded by his jutsu fetish that he doesn't even consider selling these weapons for millions and just getting mad rich. And if he didn't invent it, how the heck did he even get a missile? I doubt anyone would have sold him one, and if missiles are available, why am I seeing a distinct lack of missile use in this literal war? But wait, don't worry about it. Shino's bugs will stop the missile. His bugs.
Yeah, that's about the way I thought it was gonna go.
This is why we left you behind. So after the supreme failure who shall not be named proved how truly useless he was, Shikamaru decides it's his turn. So he runs into a clearing and the robot follows him? Hang on, I thought the robot was only interested in Naruto. Why did it follow Shikamaru? They look nothing alike. Imagine if this episode were consistent for once and Shikamaru tried going into the clearing, but Mecha Naruto didn't follow him, so he's like, crap. But who cares? It worked, I guess. Whoa. Can Shikamaru's Shadow Possession Jutsu really just freeze things in mid-air like that? How does that work? Does the shadow support the weight? Does the possession of the robot ignore gravity because Shikamaru is on the ground? Luckily, before we can figure out the physics of magic, the robot frees itself and Shikamaru gets destroyed. And it wasn't even a worthwhile distraction because the robot catches up with Naruto and the gang almost immediately afterwards. So Choji attempts to fight the robot, but then he gets owned too. Kiba tries to fight the robot next, and he also just swiftly bites it. You guys really need to plan this better. Do you really think just rushing the thing one at a time is an effective strategy? I guess they just can't anticipate what kind of gadgets this thing is gonna pull out next. Seriously, how does it fit all that crap in there? Did Orochimaru steal Dr. Wakeman's advanced folding technology? That missile was about as big as the robot was, yet it still had room for a giant drill and an oversized mallet. What's even weirder is that when Choji and Kiba went to challenge the robot, that meant no one was holding the front of the palanquin, and for some reason it only falls over when Kakashi and Neji notice it. It's just like that really stupid scene from Mr. Peabody and Sherman, where Sherman is in this Da Vinci flying machine, you know, flying it with no trouble at all, but then Mr. Peabody says, "But you don't know how to fly." And then the contraption just suddenly plummets to the ground? How did him saying that change anything? You guys weren't having any trouble holding up the palanquin until Kakashi pointed it out, and let's not forget that the palanquin only dropped because Choji and Kiba tried to fight the robot on their own, and completely forgot that their mission was actually to keep Naruto away from the robot. But, now that the palanquin is on the ground, Neji actually has a decent reason to fight the robot. And guess what? He actually manages to find an effective strategy. Now he gets owned, just like the others. He does get to witness Yamato-sensei's astronomically gross motion sickness-induced rainbow puke, though. I agree, this entire episode is completely bonkers. Things just sorta happen. Like here, where it's Kakashi-sensei's turn to fight the robot, and he's all like, "I will defeat you!" You sure about that? No. And then he gets blown up. Luckily, Kakashi-sensei was wearing anti-explosion armor, so he'll be fine until he falls back down to Earth and breaks his neck on a branch. Naruto seems kinda screwed right now, but don't worry because Gaara shows up just in time. Now there's no need to worry, Gaara is going to get sand stuck in the robot's USB charging ports and save the day. But uh-oh, Datara shows up. You know, the member of the Akatsuki that captured Gaara at the beginning of the series. This guy is serious business. He's someone you don't mess with. He's dangerous. He starts playing the maracas. Wait, what? Maracas? How dare he play the maracas at me? Sorry, Naruto, you're on your own. And then Gaara just leaves. He literally just showed up and then immediately left. What the heck was the point of this scene? Thanks for nothing, Gaara. Oh great, and now Orochimaru is here. And he's reprogramming Mecha Naruto to do whatever he says by just pressing random buttons and turning a dial. Which is how reprogramming something actually works in real life. Facts. The robot was only trying to steal the Nine Tails before, but now thanks to Orochimaru, it's gonna, I don't know, still do that but like try harder. However, that task may not be possible because it seems that Naruto just has an endless supply of backup, because Jiraiya just materializes from the ether without any buildup. Like, come on, at least with Shino, there was a scene of him following the palanquin before he entered the fray, and there was another scene where Lady Tsunade sent word to Gaara. Here, Jiraiya just comes out of nowhere. How did he find out this was going on? How did he know which part of the snake Naruto was in? Who cares? Jiraiya is apparently an immortal being with unlimited knowledge that he never puts to good use, but at least he's able to get Naruto out of there. Finally, we get to the highly anticipated, long and epic battle between Jiraiya and Orochi. Okay. I guess Orochimaru is still here. He tells Naruto to just give up, then Naruto and the robot fight, and Orochimaru is just watching them? Not gonna help or anything? No? Okay. Then he's like, "I don't get it, you're outmatched, why aren't you giving up?" "I'm too determined to give up, but I've never played Undertale. I will bring Sasuke back. Bitch." Then Mecha Naruto's like, "What? Sasuke? You know what, we're friends now."
Cool?
Heart block!
And so Mecha Naruto starts giving back the chakra its soul while relaying a message from Itachi to Naruto. So, apparently Itachi sent Mecha Naruto as a test to see if Naruto still cared about bringing Sasuke back to the village, and it was taking the Nine-Tails chakra so that if the Nine-Tails ever went wild, then Mecha Naruto would take the blame? What? I'm not following this at all. What was Itachi really trying to achieve here other than ruin Naruto's day? Did the plot just need an excuse for Naruto and Mecha Naruto to team up, even though they've been fighting the whole episode? Whatever, I don't even care anymore. Mecha Naruto cuts Orochimaru in half, which is way less gruesome than it sounds, by the way. But then Orochimaru pulls a Diabolus Ex Machina button out of his ass, which causes a giant nine-tailed fox robot to just materialize in the Hidden Leaf Village. There's a lot of pretty solid still images of reactions. Then Mecha Naruto starts equipping itself onto Naruto? Okay, if the robot can just become hollow enough to house Naruto inside, then where the heck does it keep all its ammunition? Does it use summoning jutsu? This automaton just has it all, doesn't it? So thanks to the power of contrivance, Naruto makes it back to the village, but before dealing with the immediate threat that is destroying the village as we speak, Naruto gives Sakura a flower to protect. Kind of just because. Then Naruto Squared starts to fight the Mecha Ninetales, but their attacks aren't working because the Mecha Ninetales is apparently made of the same indestructible material that Mecha Naruto is. Wait a second, if Mecha Naruto is made of a material that can withstand freaking missiles and laser beams, then how the heck did it succumb to a simple collapsing building at the beginning? Did it get dust in its USB charging ports? The only way to it bring down, according to Mecha Naruto's butcher translation here, is to use up all of the Ninetales chakra it has into an all-out attack that will cause Mecha Naruto to break down. Which Naruto objects to, even though this will not only save the village, but also Mecha Naruto was trying to kill him not 5 minutes ago. This also means that when Mecha Naruto was giving the Ninetales chakra back, it apparently didn't give all of it back, but whatever I guess. Time for the Deus Ex Machina.
Ow! Shot me, you a-hole!
So then Mecha Naruto breaks down, and Naruto starts crying over this machine that tried to kill him, and was also like his friend for less than 10 minutes. Then Sakura walks up like, "Hey Naruto, thanks for protecting the village. I protected this flower just like you told me to." No, the one who truly protected the village was Mecha Naruto. Yeah, looks pretty protected to me! Then Gaara covers the village in sand and the episode ends. What the heck did I just watch? It's like they were just making crap up as they went along. The only thing this episode of Naruto's Bizarre Adventure was missing was some last surprise memes. Actually...
You never see it coming.
Like, I get it. The staff must have felt the arc was getting a bit too serious, so they needed something totally over the top and silly to lighten the mood. And in that way, I kind of love it. Or at least, I love to hate it. This episode is insane, and it really has to be seen to be believed. It's episodes 376 and 377 in Season 17 on Crunchyroll if you want to go check it out for yourself. Well, I guess that's that. In conclusion, Mecha Naruto Parts 1 and 2 are the stupidest batch of episodes I have ever seen in my entire life, so I have no choice but to give them a perfect score of 0 out of 0.
And with all that said, I've got some training to get back to. Smoke bomb jutsu. How did I get here?
You've finally awoken, like the great bear after its long, frosty rest.
Who's there?
Oh, we have business.